R3 9000 is the first, but I know that SEPTA sometimes starts stuff on 1.
Interesting. I remember when they signed up the service.
These are the best. This and the Broad Street cars are just fantastic. They're probably the best equipment that any transit agency anywhere has bought.
These things?
Yeah.
I love these things.
I mean, the only thing they ran into is with the lines out of 69th Street. They had to change the wire around because they could carpet over the groove at the top of the pantograph. Because it didn't go back and forth like the pantograph.
I'm not familiar with this area. Is this Penn Road? No, this is
Eastwood.
I'm just not familiar.
Way southwest Philly.
Around the border.
Yeah.
This whole area is all new.
We haven't been down to Eastwick in a while.
Replaced all the old
I think we did that on the first one of these items.
Oh, I'm sure that we did. I just can't remember. Every time we've gone, we went to Eastwick once. We didn't go to the airport. We went to the airport and then got off. Every time we go to the airport, there's no sense of riding back from the airport. So we usually make this connection. I've never done an R3 to Trolley connection. Wait, what's the station? Is it Angora or 49? I think it's Angora.
I've done it.
Oh yeah, we've always done the media, but I've never done a Trolley to R3 connection. So we're gonna do that next year.
Okay. Yeah, I walked that one time. I did one. Well, it's not that far along.
It's not even which one? Media?
Yeah.
No. Well, it's uphill, so people will complain to me about the uphill.
Well, doing Trolley to regional rail, so it's downhill.
I think I usually connect to the Trolley because that's on a headway, so it's easier to be on the regional rail and then transfer to a headway service than the opposite.
They still have the one Trolley out there that's painted for the old Philadelphia Transit.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's still running.
We've caught that a couple times. But has everyone been to the Wawa station yet or not?
I haven't.
All right, it's really nice. So again, I just didn't want to go to Elwyn 1 year and then go all the way back. Just go like one more station. So we're gonna do the Wawa next year. But if you get out there, it's well themed. It's when people always go to Disneyland and talk about how the rides are well themed. Like the Wawa station is. I would joke about how Wawa should theme it, and they actually did. It has a completely Wawa food markets theme. The only thing that doesn't have.
I saw that in the miles there.
The only thing they don't have is a Wawa there selling coffee, and I don't get that.
Give it time.
Yeah, it's
Even like a little stand that just has those lots of coffee.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
They have signs that says on Wawa 7 Pennsylvania, that's where they want to
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
There was bus connections. Would one of us get us to an outlying regional rail station?
I think Miles went somewhere and did that. But I mean, listen, you get an ample amount of time. If you should go out there, you'll get like 20 minutes and you come back. So it's I like it works to go out there and then come back on the R3, and then you change to a 101 at media.
For a reason to have a Wawa store. That's probably because Wawa's suing them for using the name.
Now they bought it.
Wawa paid for that.
So first off, it was just like Reading Entertainment, where I know that like Wawa was like, oh, they're gonna have to call it Wawa. Then SEPTA was like, now we're gonna call it something else, and then they made Wawa pay. But honestly, SEPTA should have threatened to call it the Sheet Station.
Oh, that would have missed them.
Oh yeah, people would have set it on fire.
But see, that's a different can of worms. I wouldn't really want to go there.
I'm surprised Sheets didn't try. Like it would have been like that. I'm surprised that like it's one of those things like Wallace said, well, if you don't want to give us the $5 million, we'll find another regional chain to sponsor it.
And everybody
knows what it is.
What? True, they wouldn't have set that on. If she knew Sheets, it would have got set on fire.
Yeah, but like Roco's actually invading the area.
Did you? They sent out. They've done this twice now. They send out a free coffee thing, a coupon in the thing, but all their stores use self-checkout, and there's no one that manages. So I just getting free coffee for the entire month at Roco. I hate their coffee. I don't like it at all, but it's free.
Right.
And I can drive them out of business, and then Wawa can come back.
Right.
I heard Lava making noises about like leapfrogging sheets westward and going to Ohio.
They used to have shared ownership, and they but apparently there was some stuff, and they had to
Oh, is it?
do the antitrust. They can't cover up the market
I
anymore.
went to a place in Maine that has fantastic church. They has rock so good. Oh, there's the Elmwood Bar.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Yep. All right.
Hey, it's the Route 15's not doing anything. I need to find a.
Why are those PCC cars there?
Because they're getting rebuilt.
Oh, for the Route 15?
Yeah, they're going to come back next year. If they're back next year for this, we're going to ride them.
And that's out to Chestnut Hill?
Route 15
No, that's
goes from
23, that's
60 something street to 63rd or wherever out back to and it'll be going all the way to Richmond again. So it's been truncated at Sugarloaf for a decade.
How long would the walk be?
Because I rode it. I went up to Gerard on the subway, rode that trolley out to Lancaster Avenue.
It's more than I would normally do.
Is it longer than the one we just rode?
Yeah, I don't know.
Super Bowl Saturday trip or whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't hear from them.
Yeah, I did that one year. Yeah, they go all sorts of lines.
I remember I was out here ages ago, like before this trip, and I could have sworn that I saw like one of these cars like just put up a random sign like we're going back to the depot, but it kept on taking. Apparently, they used to take on passengers on all these weirdo diversion routes out here. It signed itself as a Route 50 short turn, and then let someone on, and then went down a diversion route. I don't think they do that anymore, but they
No,
did.
they just use that from one route to another.
But I saw this, like, why did that person just get on? Why did it turn into a Route 50? And why did that person get on? So it was like, oh yeah, they can do that.
We had one trip, we had to wait for a guy to find the guy who owned the car that was blocking us.
Was that for this trip, wasn't it?
It was
the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl trip. Super Bowl Saturday.
Wasn't someone saying that they were going to bounce the car onto the curb, or is that like an old school story?
Well, I was on that trip. Yeah. Everybody was, they had their own theory about what to do. None of them were good ideas.
Just keep like.
So then the proprietor and his friend came out with clubs. They're going to beat the shit out of us for trying to bounce the car over the
You were
curb.
trying to, okay.
And so they called him. They said, we're going to call the cops. They said, yeah, please do. So the cops came, the cops bounced it over to the curb.
Wait, what is this process? I'm unaware of how you do that.
Did they also give the car a ticket for wanting to...
You can see on Virtual Railfan in LaGrange, Kentucky, where CSX goes right down the middle of Main Street.
Sure, I'm aware of that situation.
Well, we went down there,
Yeah, lick it,
great
man.
spot. You just sat on the bench and watched trains go by about once an hour.
Where is this?
LaGrange, Kentucky.
Okay.
And apparently recently, a tractor trailer was coming the other way. Fortunately, a CSX engineer was going slow. He had to bring the train to a stop in the middle of the intersection because his tractor trailer got stuck behind this other car that was waiting to
I think there's a webcam that they have video clips on YouTube of all the bad driving on that segment.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's the Amazon warehouse.
Oh, was that what that was?
So this is one of those things that SEPTA was catching flag for not buying the parcel so they could put their new light railization yard here. I don't know what's going to go up with that. Turning all these trolley lines into light rail I don't think that's going to be adequate. Fewer stops, longer trains, actual like stations, not just like pulling up
Sort
on
of like
the
out
thing.
69th Street.
Yeah, it's going to be something more like a 101, 102, and I just like, what?
Light rail?
No, it's going to be, it'll still be electric, but it'll be, so Canada, when they replaced it, they got larger vehicles, but they still have trolley poles, and they still make street stops. This is the SEPTA wants to do this whole thing with like fewer stops and its actual like stations and platforms. All I know is that every time SEPTA tries to close stops on any route, even buses, there's always a massive revolt. SEPTA's stop,
The Kinley line still exists.
SEPTA's stop length is too short, but so if you go by the advocacy community, SEPTA should definitely probably close half its bus stops. But every time they do it, the story that I heard was that they would literally, the neighborhood activists would roll people in wheelchairs in front of the buses and make them board at the closed stop. And it happened so frequently it was such a PR disaster they had to reopen all the stops. Reopen all the...
Like remove every other stop
Yes.
while alone and like get that to stick. SEPTA consulted them for how they managed to get that done?
I think there was just less advocacy there.
Middle school.
The people were less militant.
Stop 65th and Elmwood for Route 108.
All right. Who is the inventor of the row home?
I've heard this, but I forget.
I mean, it's a horrible
They call them townhouses.
row home.
Wasn't it a British
There's
thing?
no privacy.
Oh, I thought you were posing a trivia question.
No,
you don't have the answer to that.
No, if I knew who the guy was, I would probably shoot him.
I mean, if you live in an age when bricks are more expensive than people, it's a good way to conserve bricks.
We'll give you a little trivia. You ever go to Searsport, Maine?
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of buildings. Most buildings in Maine are made out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to, there's a ton of buildings made out of brick. And I heard that it's because it was ballast for all the sailing ships.
Oh, that makes sense.
And when they went by the wayside, you started having more metal hulled ships and engine powered. They didn't need ballast. They need the ballast anymore.
In a world,
It would help. It balanced the pressure of the sails.
Yeah.
On the ship.
in a world, the world where stuff was more expensive had a lot more elegant solutions than today, where everything goes into a landfill because it's the hourly of having people pick it up and actually reuse it is more than making it new.
So rather than having a modern sailboat,
Centerboard.
You still need ballast.
You still need ballast.
Well, today now with liquid fuels, they typically use the fuel and or water for the ballast.
That line from Toronto, the American captains of the one battleship says counterflood. Because the ship was starting to go like
oh,
this.
that's right, so they want to fill the other side.
They want to fill the other side, bring it back up. But he was too late. That was the Oklahoma.
Yep.
Went to turn. And they turned it back over and put it back in service.
That was already a gunnery ship, so I'm not sure what they did. There was that in Utah, I think, both of the ones.
Well, they were over. They were almost World War I.
Yeah. I love how I like when we have enough people on this trip to just like take over the back of the take over the back of the
locals don't mind. But if you look at some of these row houses, there's some really fantastic, really wonderful looking architecture.
There is.
One of
Most people put this vinyl siding over it.
Right. The old brick.
They're tiny.
One of the things that neighborhoods can do, I saw this in parts of Baltimore, is that they'll start having painting contests with a sizable prize, and everybody will like they'll start doing it all up in interesting paint schemes. And they do you just do like one block every year, and you on a 20-year rotation.
You just crossed over a railroad line.
That's the R1 we came in on.
I lost my sense of direction where we are going.
We're pretty much paralleling the way we came out, just on surface transit instead of regional rail.
So we're going
Northeast, yeah.
What we actually passed over was the connecting track between the NEC and the main part of the line.
Yeah, you can see the poles with the NEC over there.
At some point, we'll make a turn and go over the NEC.
And then the taller ones, that's the
Stop.
CSX.
58th Street.
There's a tunnel in 58th Street. The CSX went under.
I think it's on the other side. There's not a tunnel on this side.
Or they're ready to take it out because they want to make it.
I'll have to see what it is. There's a bunch of weird connecting tracks and things. There's a cut. There's a deep cut around Bartram's Gardens.
Because they're getting ready to clear the line with double stacks. That's the CSX line. Can't take double stacks right now.
Yeah, the Gray's Ferry Tunnel is the one you're probably thinking of.
That was a big issue in Baltimore, too.
Oh, sure.
I think they just, after a whole lot of hemming and hawing, CSX just was like, okay, we'll just undercut Howard Street. I used to live a half block from the Belt Line, not the same line, but up between St. Charles and St. Paul.
Okay.
There's a whole series of tunnels up there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's the NEC and there's the CSX.
And you weren't far from where the retaining wall fell.
Oh my, yeah, no, I mean, that closed by, I drove on that. I love when you go and, I have photos and I have street view of just like the car is tilting more and more over the years. And then it collapsed.
That was just the heavy rain.
It was 3 days of heavy rain. You gotta lick it. You gotta put some lick on it.
Here's where the tunnel is. Yeah, this is Main Street Tunnel. CSX easy.
Yeah, that was right down the street from me. So if you hit street view, you'll see the cars leaning more and more.
Yeah, there's Orchard Garden on the right, up the cut. Because that's CSX right down there.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
More than likely, they'll probably just let me go this one too.
Oh, you don't? No, hold on. They don't need to. There's a connector track that gets them up on the West Philadelphia Elevated.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's already double stacked. So they don't need to do any of this stuff downtown. They can
Really?
reroute it on the West Philadelphia Elevated.
So where do they send it out there? Where do they send it out there? They can go there.
Trent line. You go via the Belmont. You go via the Belmont connector up to the Falls Bridge, and then you go up to the. I don't know. I think that's. I've seen. I just when I've seen double stacks on that, but I'm not. Maybe my mind is playing tricks on me.
Wishful thinking.
They'd have to do that. Whatever that tunnel is under the NEC, they have to make sure that's double stack clear. But that's going to be easier than trying to.
Trying to do this.
Unless they are. I mean, unless they're doing both. Typically, like in Pittsburgh, the downtown route is not double stack clear, but they send it via the Port Perry branch around the city,
Round
and over the OC Bridge.
Gotcha. I just sort of see E44s pulling Pennsy freights up that bridge.
Oh, here we go. Here we're going over the NEC.
Next stop, 49 and Pasco for routes 12 and 64.
Oh, hey, this is Acela?
That's one up about right under the bridge now.
That's a nice new building. Oh, hey, Trolley.
Stop, 49 and Woodland for routes 11, 12, 52, and
I don't know how they
64.
split. Bob, do you know how what maintenance they split between this one and the other trolley depot? Well, Woodland and whatever the other one is. Elmwood.
What's the question?
What maintenance do they split? What jobs does each of them do?
They do heavy repair here.
Okay.
Light repair at Elmwood.
What's the barn that burned up in the 70s? Trolley barn.
Wasn't Luzerne? That's still there.
Yeah.
Callow Hill is still there.
It was a huge part. The next highest lunch is a week from tomorrow. At Bahama Breeze at 11:30.
Okay,
You can make it.
okay.
Oh, there you go. I just got the email just a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
It's a garden route doing all the way over here.
Could have been getting gas or going to the contract repair area. This is the R3. I don't think there's not a station there.
49th Street?
Is there a station there?
I thought there was a 49th Street.
I thought there was too. Is it here?
I think it's been closed.
What street are we
That
on?
was CSX.
I think that what I'll do is I'm more like since we rarely do the Angora. Wait, hold on. We're on the Angora. We do a lot of dark. Hold on. Let me see where we are.
They were a little bit of station a little further down.
Next
49th
stop,
connects with
46th Street.
the 13, and then I guess Angora connects. Wait. Oh yeah, that connects with the 34. Hey, we can do both. We can go out and come back and do both those trolley connections. I'll probably flip a coin and figure out which one we do the least often.
I just started going out at 15, getting off at 9th Street after the 20. I said to a friend who's just pitching the trolley, I said, let's catch it at 10. I said, playing loud.
42nd and Woodland.
We did one of these trips where we went out to Darby and we went to that Darby grade crossing, and we got on another train to go to Darby, and the thing was like, oh no, this is going to go back to Philly as an 11, and we just stayed on and we went to Philly as an 11. It was really nice.
I used to catch that one because I was student teaching back in town. Right past one.
How long are we walking? Where are we making?
13.
So I had my
We're making good time. Not a lot of people getting on.
Still, we go here.
I would not do it now. I used to do it. Home and around. Get home. Up Roosevelt Boulevard and one exit.
It's something.
It's not great now. No, it's better than it was. It's horrible.
But he said some stuff though.
Yeah.
Wait, you talking about the architect?
Yeah. Some of the older roads
Stop
are fantastic.
40th Street for routes 11, 13, 30, 34, 36, and for the VA hospital.
So SEPTA landscaped all this, and then they had to rip it all out when the drivers complained that it was affecting their sight lines or something.